You wanna say stuff as you go, what you're finding, or?
Well, I'm picking up on 3 specific things so far, so I kind of want to try and filter them first,
Okay.
and then as we walk, we can go.
Okay.
Don't feel like you guys have to be quiet or anything. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
What? It's you don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to be quiet. Like, it's cool. Just do your thing. Is there a basement?
Yeah.
Can we go into the basement?
Sure. It's
Trying to figure it all out.
Okay, so some of the stuff that I was feeling upstairs is, first of all, the first thing I got was an elderly man. Probably somewhere like in his 70s when he passed, because I'm seeing like I had this like strong pull to kind of like furrow my brow, like, and it's funny because it's almost like his face is like a permanent scowl, but he doesn't seem angry. That's just kind of the way he looks. He's a little bit hunched over. I got grandfather frowning. His clothes, he was wearing like a button down. He has suspenders, like kind of like brown pants or slacks. He was smoking or chewing, walking. He brought up that something about 4 children specifically, and he kept talking about the land. Very slow though, very slow in his like movements, very slow in the way he talks.
Does that make sense?
Can you relate to that at all?
4 children.
I mean, we have 4 girls,
Oh, okay.
so.
But I mean, whether or not you can, that was just kind of what I picked up as soon as I walked in the door. It was this guy that was walking, and he kept referring to the land. Was there fire on the premises?
Yeah.
Okay, because there essentially like what I kept getting was rebuilding. Like things were burned and rebuilt. And then I have 2 children specifically.
Let's go.
2 small children. Do you know if there were children that passed away in around here? Because I keep seeing children, boy and girl specifically, playing.
I mean, I think my father-in-law said he's owned the property for over 40 years, so
Okay.
before that,
But it's
I,
an old piece of property.
yeah.
Okay, it feels very old. Actually, I wrote down the 1700s.
Yeah. It's very,
18,
I think 18.
the date's on my
17.
in-laws' house. It's like
Okay.
18, yeah.
I mean, our house is a lot newer.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
But
obviously.
their property is, yeah.
Yeah, I wrote down, what did I wrote down? I wrote down, well, after I wrote rebuilt in fire, I wrote late 1700s, because it does feel very old. The children are, this is old. This goes back to like, God, maybe even like 1800s. Do you ever experiencing anything in your house where you hear like small noises, like things are maybe rolling across the floor on a different floor or something like that?
We don't hear, well,
Sometimes we hear like bugs.
Okay. Now this would be more along the lines of like things rolling across the floor. Okay.
We have a cat, so it's hard. If we would,
Yeah.
right away, we might.
Silly kitties. Did your mother's mom, so your grandmother? Okay.
Yep.
She said you don't have to whisper.
Granny actually died on the property.
Okay. Yeah, she's coming through pretty strong. I don't know why. I mean, this works different for like every medium, but specifically whenever I get a rose or I get someone showing me a rose, it always means mother's mom. So grandmother on your mother's side.
Yeah, she passed up at my mom's house. She
Okay.
passed away.
Emily.
As she got older, when she passed, because she's bringing me to her chest area, does she have breathing issues, lungs? Okay.
This is my mother-in-law. She took care of her mom up until she passed away.
Okay.
This is everybody.
Hi, is everyone?
Hello.
Hi.
She picked up on Granny
Yeah, that's what she just said.
real quick.
Does someone have a piece of her jewelry? Do you have a piece of her jewelry?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just about to say ring. Oh, you shouldn't have showed me. I wrote it down, but okay. Yeah, she specifically is, and this is just specific for validation for you that it's her coming through. That she's acknowledging that you're wearing her ring. This might be a silly question, but okay, she's bringing up driving. Did she never drive? She never drove? Something about a car and driving specifically. That's pretty general, but I just wanted to kind of throw it out there because it's one of the things that she's bringing up now. I'm asking her for details to give you guys a little bit more validation. There's something about a car and driving.
You get us to be scared and go down in the basement. I
Well,
always
there's-
knew there was something down in the basement, Dad.
There. She's not saying that.
No, but the basement's
It did have a strong pull to the basement, which is, I know people always think like, oh, basement's attics, but I think it has to do more with the foundation and the fact that it's inside of the land than anything else, because most of your energy actually doesn't come from inside the house at all. It's all from outside, which is probably why I was drawn to the basement, just because we're underground. So, yeah. I'd like to go upstairs if I could too.
No.
Yeah, go wherever you're being
Okay.
drawn to.
Okay, cool. Grandmother on the mom's side. So there's a couple other things that she brought to my attention. Her, okay, so about the car, driving. There's something, I kept writing down humor, funny, humorous, laughter, loud, playing cards. Bringing it to my attention, something about educated or education. I don't know if she was a teacher or it was just her education was something that she was really proud of, but she keeps bringing that up as well. Is someone in the family pregnant?
Is someone pregnant?
Yeah, is someone pregnant?
now?
Right now?
No.
No.
Not that we know of.
Nothing we
Okay.
know.
Just curious. It's something about, well, it's possible because there's baby boy there too, but I got male baby energy. And I mean, this,
Katie pregnant
Do
again.
you have something to say?
it could just be her acknowledging.
Yeah, she wanted to know if anybody was pregnant.
Katie.
With a baby boy.
Baby boy.
Are you pregnant, Casey?
Okay, yeah, let's go upstairs.
She said she feels a male baby.
Hey, no, how you doing, Oh, boy.
Saying that to the
Yes,
same
she
time.
did. Julie, are you not telling us something?
Who would she be able to, like, she had nobody.
She was no father. Mom, do you my iPod?
You specifically have a really strong male presence around you. I wrote down father. Has your father passed?
No.
No? Okay. I wrote down father, so someone that feels like father figure, though. Very strong male presence.
I get that a lot
Okay.
when they go see the psychic. They start reading me when they're supposed to be reading them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they've told me I'm an open book.
Oh. That's
But it's
cool.
normally good stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, you have a really strong masculine presence around you. I wrote father. It feels like father figure.
Me.
Do you have anyone that's passed that's connected to you that was in the military?
No. There's somebody that's passed, but they weren't in the military.
Okay. It may just be that the fact that their presence is really masculine, but it's also really authoritative, which is why I wrote military. Like they hold some sort of presence is really strong. Yeah, authority. That's the best way I can describe it. It feels like that people look up to them. Him. People look up to him. Okay, yeah, I'd like to go upstairs, and then after that we can go outside. Cool.
Are you being drawn to that room in particular?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, Mom.
What does that mean?
That's my room, Scarlett.
I know, but that means
It's very pink.
is it haunted?
No.
Oh, you're lucky, Emily. You're lucky your room's not haunted.
Hey, Julie, make some space in your room tonight.
Doesn't mean it's bad.
Well, it's definitely not good.
That's what I always say.
Well,
There's
you might
ghosts in
be,
my house. They're not
portal.
bad. They didn't do
The
anything.
portal bad. I'm gonna walk in my closet and be an Antarctica.
Yeah.
No, actually, it feels very comfortable.
Bang.
It does. It feels very
Emily,
comfortable.
remember when you walked into my room and you didn't know where you were? Someone came in here that night.
It might just be because of the femininity too, since it's very pink. But there is feminine presence that is in your house. It's older, and this feels very similar to the energy that of the grandmother when we were downstairs in the basement. But there's something about her walking between the rooms. She's in here the most, though. Something about losing a child. So there's other loss. Okay. Okay.
Thanks, Mom, for making my room pink.
Yeah, and now Emily's room's haunted.
Precious.
It has ghosts inside of it.
Not haunted by something bad.
Yeah, but they
She
can
said,
crawl
she just
into
told you it was
it.
really comfortable.
No, it's
Mom, maybe
fine.
it's because she's the youngest.
He's gonna try to make me home.
Mom, maybe it's because she's the youngest. Movies, Mom, movies.
She wants to haunt her. She wants to haunt the youngest.
No, she's not haunting anyone.
She wants to haunt
Julie,
the
don't
youngest.
put ideas in my head. Hey.
Just want a quick look over here. Nope.
Yes.
Anne Marie,
What?
your room's probably gonna be haunted.
Welcome.
Okay, so we're gonna get electrocuted. She's going really any further. The whole house really. One part. Which one?
Is there water nearby?
Yeah.
Which way is it?
That way, we see where the white fence is. That's the pool, and then as you work further down, there's two huge ponds.
Pond, okay. Water, living from the land, like spirit stuff, and it was awesome. And then, closer you get to family, you pick up on their stuff. And then
All down the pond was all American
down
Indian?
the pond, yeah, it was all felt like Native American stuff. Okay, where did I put that? Okay. First thing I felt as I got closer to the home down there, actually I wanted to grab my throat. I felt like I was choking, and then I got the image of people hanging. Just throwing it out there. It's kind of gross, but and then, I kind of went away from that because I started getting tribe stuff. Fire rituals, dancing, stuff near the pond and the water. Because when I asked him, is there water close, I didn't necessarily mean the pool. I meant like natural, you know what I mean? Tribal, Native American, peaceful. And then I wrote something about war or conflict where people were dying. And that I put late 1700s. Okay, the energy that's here feels as though the land is still being taken care of. That it's being, people are being responsible and respectful for the land, which is very important. Because the energy that's here still cares for the land. Like, their energy is very much connected specifically to the land. So any changes that are made, they approve of them to an extent. So I wanted to ask him if he allowed hunting on this land or if he did hunt on this land. Because that was something that was also brought to my attention is something just about animals and responsibility for animals. community, love. I wrote down tribe again. I kept going back to the word tribe. The water was really important. Celebration of water, celebration of life, celebration of spirit. There's a lot of spiritual ties specifically to the land back where the water is. And then I also wrote down something about trees that were really important too. I don't know if they were considering cutting down trees or doing something with trees, but it's really important to keep the trees. And that is specifically based on the spiritual nature of the land. So that's what I got down there.
So she felt Native American down there.
Yeah, if I'm correct, my father-in-law said that, and my mother-in-law would probably tell it better, that he's pretty sure that it was Indians
Yeah.
on this land, and I think there's a wall that they built. She would probably know more about that than I would. There's actually a running spring under their house.
Okay.
Like long ago, I think a water bottle company used to own it way back when.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I definitely was drawn specifically to that area because of the water. I don't know much about history in terms of timelines, but
Hey, Nan, isn't there? I could be mistaken, but isn't there? Didn't Doc say that he thought there was a wall built by Indians out in the woods?
Yeah, it's a rock wall.
A rock wall.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if that's by Indians.
It's like
I-
this high. Wait, climb in here.
Why do you think that was built by Indians?
She's
oh
getting-
no, I didn't. He mentioned the wall, but I definitely said about Native Americans, Indians, things like that down back that area. That's all the stuff that I was getting when we were down there. So, if you set up for investigation, a couple places, basement, your bedroom.
Sucks for you.
How were you getting a lot in our bedroom? My wife and I's bedroom.
Yes, but it has more to do with you than your house.
Yeah.
So, and that specifically is the energy that is with you. It's very masculine, it's military, and coming out here doesn't necessarily feel like there's a relation, a bond there, like you would even know this person. It's definitely more connected to the land, but it identifies with your energy. So it's with you. It's not a bad thing, it's not sucking your energy, it's not going to hurt you in any way, but he feels responsible, and like he's able to help you. There's like a kinsmanship, something with like loyalty, but it's because it's so military bonded, but that's more with you than anything else. So I don't think you're going to get anything from that in terms of an investigation standpoint, but definitely basement and the pink room. I would use those two locations. And then also, if you can do outside, I would go right in the middle of the field here. And then also right where that gate was.
Black gate.
Yeah, and that we walked down and then got onto like that driveway, and then all the way down the driveway, and I would try to go past the pool and get as close to the water as you can.
Last time I like drowned there.
As far as the energy that's with him, would he sense that being near him or like feeling?
You could. I think the only time that it might make a difference to you is if you are in your house and all of a sudden you start to feel really fatigued. That happens randomly.
That happens every night.
Yeah.
Did you say that someone's watching?
Around 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Someone's watching you?
Yeah, but it's, I mean, and at that point, all they're doing is blending their energy with yours. It's nothing to be afraid of
Yeah,
or
no.
anything like that, but sometimes it can feel like extreme exhaustion all of a sudden for no apparent reason.
You said you heard they might hear a ball rolling across the floor or something. Would they hear
Okay, so
anything
that,
else?
it definitely feels like there's children on the property, a lot older, because I kept seeing small balls, almost like marbles, and it was a boy and a girl around the age of 7, and kind of like they're playing back and forth. They have more of a connection to the land, but there's a lot of children energy in your house, so they're gonna go where they feel more comfortable. And that is
Oh my god, I just snuck a bug in my nose. Emily, that sucks.
What was
You
going
don't
on
have
down
nope.
at the? I mean, you can tell us everything.
Yeah. I mean, that honestly, your house feels really good. I mean, none of this energy feels negative or, and I don't like to use the term negative, but it's more like I call it heavy energy, where it would feel like if there was any sort of sadness or
Devils.
guilt or anger. No, not devils. Don't do devils. But I don't feel any of that anywhere that we go on your property or in your house. It feels very neutral. It feels very positive. The energy that also is upstairs in your house feels like a relation to you. Woman passed away, I'd say probably, within the last 10 years. She's almost walks back and forth to each bedroom checking on children. That's kind of what she does. She has to walk back and forth and check on children. Like, she feels like it's her responsibility or her job. And that definitely feels like a family connection. So I don't know if you have someone close to you, feminine presence, passed away, very motherly, within the last 10 years, that she goes from kind of bedroom to bedroom just checking. And I almost want to like place my hand. It's almost like she's checking to almost like see if like they're still breathing. Just kind of checking. It's like some sort of worrisome paranoia, checking. So if you have someone that passed away, it feels more of like a stronger connection to you. Like I said, within the
I'm
last
just getting the whole thing.
10 years. Because it feels kind of recent. So, but like a sense of motherly responsibility to consistently check on the children. And this person has a lot of worry. They feel a little stressful, but it's calming for them to like do these checks. It's all good stuff. Everything feels good. It feels calming. It feels good. The house in general is really high energy. So anytime that you're vibrating from a high energy standpoint, you're going to attract high energy as well. Spiritual energy is high energy. It's going to attract all of that stuff. So that's why you have the children. That's why you have this like motherly individual, grandmother.
What about the old guy?
I don't know. Old guy is just, he's definitely someone specifically that had some sort of attachment to a land. He feels like he worked the land, like the land was his life. I don't know if this was farming at one point or something like that, because it does feel older. Probably, I'd say mid to late 1800s. Especially the way he like presented himself, the way he was dressed. And, but he also passed on the land. Yeah.
And
Did you get any?
you didn't feel anything down at that old house?
Everything that I got down there was Native American, had to do with the water and the trees and everything past
Like
the
nature.
house area. Yeah,
Did
that
you
was
get anything
very
like
overwhelming.
scary?
No,
Yeah, you're crazy.
nothing scary.
If she would say there would be something scary, you'd be sleeping in my room.
I kept telling you, if there's any spirits in my house, they're good because they never give me any trouble.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. It all feels really positive. And like I said, high energy, high positive energy attracts that high energy. So.
What was their names? The family that owned. Doc said they owned the whole mountaintop at one time.
Dexter.
And like I said, he owned the whole, and that's why there's Texan Mission Road, Texter Mountain Road.
Oh.
Most of the
So it very well could be. I don't know what he looked like, obviously, but that may be or would be who she's picking up on, because, I mean, he owned the whole mountaintop. So.
Wow.
And then, like I said, from what my father-in-law said, he broke it off in sections to his kids, if I remember the story correctly.
Did you have 4 kids? Because I remember I wrote down 4 as well.
And that I don't know.
I have no idea.
We'd have to look. It's hard because we have 4 kids too, so.
Yeah, no, this was specifically with him. 4 children, family. Okay.